On a busy construction site, time often feels like the most valuable resource. Deadlines must be met. Deliveries arrive on schedule, and different teams depend on each other to keep the project moving forward. Every day, workers balance productivity with responsibility, but sometimes, without anyone noticing at first, the pressure to move faster can begin to affect safety decisions. This story begins at a large construction site where a team was working to complete an important phase of the project. The structure was nearly finished, and several crews were preparing the area for the next stage of work. Everything seemed to be progressing well. The supervisor, Raphael, was proud of how efficiently the team had been working. Over the past few weeks, the crew had completed tasks ahead of schedule. Morale was high, and everyone felt motivated to keep the same rhythm. However, as the project approached an important milestone, expectations grew. One morning, during the daily planning meeting, the team learned that a delivery delay earlier in the week had slightly reduced the available time to finish a key section of the job. The adjustment was small, but it created pressure to recover lost hours. Raphael encouraged the team to stay focused and organized. His intention was to maintain productivity without compromising safety. But in a fast-paced environment, even well-intentioned messages can sometimes be interpreted differently. As the day progressed, workers began moving quickly from one task to another. At first, nothing unusual happened. Equipment was prepared, materials were transported, and each crew continued their assigned duties. But small changes started to appear. Some workers shortened the time normally spent reviewing their equipment before starting. Others moved materials faster through the work zone without pausing to fully check pathways. These actions were not done carelessly. They were attempts to help the team save time. No one believed they were taking risks. However, during the afternoon, one of the experienced technicians, Mariana, noticed something important. While organizing tools near a work area, she observed that a safety barrier had not been positioned exactly where it should be. It had been moved slightly to allow materials to pass through more easily. The adjustment made the workflow faster, but it also reduced the clear separation between two activity zones. Mariana immediately paused the task and spoke with Raphael about what she had noticed. Together, they reviewed the area and realized that the small change had been made with good intentions. Someone had tried to improve efficiency, but the adjustment had unintentionally reduced a layer of protection that normally helped guide movement in the workspace. Nothing negative had happened. There were no incidents or injuries. Still, the situation revealed something important about the environment. Speed had slowly begun to influence decisions. Raphael gathered the team for a quick discussion. Instead of blaming anyone, he asked a simple question. At what point does working faster start to change the way we follow safety procedures? The room became quiet as workers reflected on the day. Several people admitted that they had been trying to help the project stay on schedule. Some had skipped small steps in their routines, believing it would save only a few seconds. But those seconds, when repeated many times across the site, could change how safely the environment operated. Raphael reminded everyone of a key principle in construction work. Efficiency is important, but safety procedures exist for a reason. They are designed to protect workers, maintain order, and prevent small issues from becoming larger problems. When speed replaces careful attention, even experienced teams can unintentionally create exposure to risk. The team repositioned the safety barrier correctly and reviewed their procedures before continuing work. From that moment on, Raphael encouraged a new habit during daily meetings. Instead of asking only how quickly tasks could be completed, he also asked how the team could maintain safe practices while staying productive. This shift in perspective helped everyone think differently about their work. The project continued successfully, and the team met their goals. More importantly, They strengthened their awareness of how small decisions can influence safety on a construction site. The lesson was clear. Safety is rarely sacrificed all at once. It often happens gradually through small shortcuts taken in the name of speed. Recognizing those moments early is what keeps teams protected and projects truly successful.